Hello everyone, join me, let's drive this stylist outfit. On the work table, I place the basic bodies on a new pattern like I do here. So from the waistline, I'm going to extend my tape to 5 inches. 5 inches. So from there, I connect it to the neckline. No, I mean the shoulder line. So this is the shoulder line, connecting it straight down to the shoulder line. So these 5 inches I'm extending to depend how wide you want the flare to be. So from the shoulder line, I'll come up by 1.5 inches. Then I'll connect it. I'll make a curve. I'm going to use my curve ruler to make a curve down to the hip line, just like so. So okay, making a curve down to the hip line. And remember, I also mark from the line to the hip line. So I just connected the curve to the triangular line there. So that's basically all for it. So I'm gonna head to cut it. Now this is the cutout. So I'll just print it and connect it to the line. Okay, so remember this is just the front pattern, and the second one is this. I'll spread out the basic buttons, be on a spread. So from the bust line, I'll extend it to 5 inches. And as I say in there, this is basically optional. You can make yours up to 8 inches depending how wide you want the flare to be. Then from the shoulder line, remember this is this right side, from the right side, left hand, yes. So I'll connect it. I'll come up by 1/2 inch at the shoulder line. Then from this base, I'll just connect it, just make a curve line and connect it to the next yeah, just down the chest line, or okay, just chest line. So then I will make a curve and connect it to the center point there, and then curve it down to the hip line. Okay, I just come down by 2 inches from the hip line and then curve it, and that's it. So just this is a pattern. If you're making yours in a fabric, you can make it longer so that when you print it, the printing will cover the hip side. So this is just all for this particular one. And yeah, so just pleat it as small as you can. Then let's quickly draft the back pattern for the first one. So this is just my basic pattern, and first of all, make my zipper allowance. Remember, both of them we have zipper allowance. Yes, they'll get to zip. So then I'll make a zipper allowance. From there, I'll measure my neckline. Yes, I'm using 3 inches by 2 neckline, and create the armhole, I mean the shoulder line and the armhole, and make it a straight curve. Then connect it by 1 inch down to the neckline, and get from the midpoint of the armhole, I'm going to make a curve, and the horizontal measurement I'm going to use from the bust line. Okay, and the dart, creating the darts, I'll mark my 4 inch for the dart. Then from the waistline, I'll come in by 1/2 inch on both sides, then come down by 1 inch from the neckline and connect it down to the hip line. So that's basically creating the dart. So I'll go ahead and take the horizontal measurement, the bust divided by 2 and the waist divided by 4 plus the dart taken. I also do the same thing and the hip line and then connect it. So this is for the back pattern already. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and cut it out. Yeah, so this is for the back pattern of this, and that is going to go out. I'll just fold it and sew it in. Then the next thing is to make the back pattern of this, of the one shoulder style. So I just place the front pattern on the back side just to create out the curve, mark out the curve. You can see the back side is bigger than the front one because of the zipper allowance. I just trace out the curve, and when you're tracing your own on the fabric, make sure the right side is facing the wrong side so that the back shoulder and the front shoulder will be together. So thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you in my next video.